What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here with another Team WBT MLCW War Recap video. I don't recall what week this is. I think it's week 4. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But nevertheless, it's MLCW War Recap. It was 30 on 30. Matic AS came away with the victory by 1 star. And total also about 0.4 total destruction advantage as well. And so GG to them. And as what they all get the formalities out of the way, they were not able to double all the Town Hall 11s. They only did the top 2. 2 of the top 3. They were able to clear all the 11s. I'm sorry, all the Town Hall 10s and the rest of the map. Wait, yeah. And then for us, we were able to double their Town Hall 11s, and we left 2 Town Hall 10s uncleared. And that was it. We really just needed 1 more star to win on the tie percentage breaker. So with that, let's finish one more portion. Dip game. This is not Min Z's fault. It's a team effort, but 1 dip fail did cost us. Was a part of the reason that we didn't get that win. And however, we only had 1 10 on 10 3. For defenses, let's go back here. They really struggled on that number 1. They could not bring it down. And at one point, they even abandoned trying, which I'll come back to in a second. So for them, they also had a dip fail. But they had 3 10 on 10 threes. So that was that difference maker shaking everything out. So they're 4-0. However, I'm going to vocally state my opinion about some things. And if it offends Matic, it's not my intention. I'm just going to state some facts, bro. So while I do that, let's go down and show the 10 on 10 3. And then the only one we had. And then I will just randomly select some people in the bottom that I haven't before. So, you guys are like, what's going on? Alright, so I am not part of the war weight system, war matching system. But I am aware of what happened as far as matching. I also did not know that the MLCW does not follow the tier system that the CWL follows. And what I'm talking about is base weight. So for an example, One Hive's Brute, my base weight, if I'm not mistaken, is an 89. I think 90 is max, Town Hall 10. And it's mainly because my Royals, I need about 3 more or 2 more on my BK and just walls left, and that's what brings me to max Town Hall 10. So taking a look at this base right here, it's a perfect example. If you look at all what goes into your base weight, or offense, defense, some buildings are way more than others. But the CWL used to do this. And those of you that are familiar with the CWL, maybe in it or maybe not, for those of you that are not, it didn't work out. There was a lot of controversy. I've always wanted to say it that way. But there's a lot of controversy about matching Town Hall 10s to other Town Hall 10s solely and strictly upon base weight. And what came out of that, there's even a great video. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to because it's there. And it's a great way to just summarize what I'm about to say here. So if you want, pause the video, go to Momentous channel. I can't believe I'm recommending it because, you know what, we all know what happened. I won't talk about it. But he has a video that he did, as a YouTuber, he did a great job on this video explaining the base weight calculator and the reason why the CWL moved away in Season 2 to the tier system and away from war weights. And the tier system is basically, instead of your war weight, it looks at what point defenses or certain defenses you have, and it assigns them a weight value. Not even 89, 80, 90, nothing like that. You get up to like 300 points. And then for a certain point range, you can either be tier 1, tier 2, all the way up to tier 5 Town Hall 10. And anybody that is a seasoned Town Hall 10 will tell you, if you have level 1 Infernals versus level 3, level 1 mean nothing. If you have max point defense and max X-bows coming at you versus just 1 level, you know, not the Town Hall 9, but just 1 level, you upgrade them once. The difference is huge. It is freaking huge. I'm not saying it is harder. It is significantly harder. And when you're talking about a hit rate, 10v10, of about around 25%, about there, that small difference of point defenses and the levels that they are makes a huge difference. And when we're talking about, let me back up just one. When we're talking about a 99%, in fact, I don't care, I'm going to freaking play it. It'll show you, because this is actually their lowest Town Hall 10. And this is what I'll say. The weights agreed to for this matching was, in summation, they were doing numbers, 88 versus 89. In summation, they agreed to having, best analogy is using a tier system. Three town hall, tier 4 Town Hall 10s. Basically, 3 additional lower weight Town Hall 10s to be included. When match happened and everybody showed up and we get to look at it on prep day, they all showed up with tier 5. This is the lowest Town Hall 10 they had to offer. Rewind it if you want and pause it, but there's max air defense target. There's level 3 Infernos. The mortars, which by the way in the tier system is worth like 1 point. But the wizard towers are maxed out for Town Hall 10. This is a tier 5. I already did the math. This is a tier 5 Town Hall 10. So what happened was, they agreed to having 3 on each side low tier 4s. They showed up with all of them tier 5. When they said, hey, this is not what we agreed to, they basically shrugged it off. And they said like, well, it's, you know, whatever, you know, I don't know what you're talking about. There's, okay, maybe 1 or 2 guys, you know, maybe it ain't there. We had to let them know. No, there's like 4 of them actually. 4 of them are misrepresentative of what showed up. And then their tone changed to basically defensively to say, well, you guys outweigh us royal level wise. That royal level was a grand total cumulative of about 7 or 8 levels between 7 Town Hall 10s, and all those levels differential were all in the BK. Every single Town Hall 10 that they had was a 40 queen. And I'm speaking to the experienced veteran Town Hall 10 players. You know as well as I do, a level 36, 37 BK versus 40 means jack shit. A level 30 versus level 40 or 35 versus 40 AQ means a world of difference in today's meta. Defensively speaking, max air targeting versus, you know, ground it's a done deal. So what we proposed to happen was you should basically cancel out the ones that are misrepresented. They didn't want to do that. Wonder why. And then on top of that, we said let's just cancel out the bottom 2. Let's just have our lowest weighted Town Hall 10s cancel themselves out. Well, you know, they don't attack. Our lowest 10 and their lowest 10, they both don't attack. They were not interested in that either. So we said, screw it, let's just roll with it. And because really what it was is this admins of the MLCW. If you guys have beef with what I'm saying, you can come at me because it's my opinion. The admins of the, yeah, that's the winning shot right there, by the way. The admins basically said their rules state, and oh, this is why I said this, by the way. This guy right here, the lowest magneters, remember what I said, that the compromise suggested was let's just sit the bottom 2 Town Hall 10s. Oh, look at that. 2 of their 3 Town Hall 10s was done by that guy. Shady, don't you know you got to be shady? Well, that's right. This is how I roll. I don't care. I just call facts as I see them, bro. These are all facts. So basically the rule is that if you agree upon like everybody has an 88 and then or whatever number it is, and then the Town Hall 10 that shows up is within a 1 weight differential, it's not a rule break. And I'm telling you that is seriously flawed, and I'm basically saying MLCW, you guys need to change that rule and learn from the the CWL that can tell you straight out that not all Town Hall 10s are the same, and it has nothing to do about your weight. You can manipulate weights. It is all about the tier system. And if any clan shows up that it has agreed upon by having 3 or 4 tier 4s, and they all show up as tier 5, they should have a penalty induced. That's what I'm saying. And then instead of saying, okay, well, we're going to log this under a complaint log, we're basically, AKA, we're going to do nothing. That's what that says to me. So as a player that's participating, and if you don't like what I'm saying and you want to ban me, please do, because I believe in free speech. It's what I believe in. If you want this beautiful tournament to move along, you need to take feedback from the players. And this rule is really wrong. You should adopt the tier system. Or you should impose penalties in a situation like what I'm describing. I have screenshotted all the bases. If you want proof, I'll be more than happy to provide them to you. So there it is. If I sound salty, I don't care. It's fine. GG to them, but I'm of the belief y'all didn't win. I'm just gonna say it on the video. How I'm saying that is what I just showed you. Their Town Hall 10 that should have sat is the one that got 2 of the 3. I just, there's other things I'll say that I'm refraining from saying, but I won't refrain from all of it. That one that sat, that's the difference maker, and that guy was also a tier 5. We saw that bitch attack that came down to just one more shot. That is really the difference between max point defense versus just one level upgraded. So I would love to hear what everybody else thinks in the MLCW as well as the CWL. Town Hall 10s alike, what do you guys think? If you think I'm a pussy and I'm salty and I should just shut up, please voice your opinion. I will not censor your comments. I would love to hear it. But yeah, I think a discussion needs to be had, and you guys needed to all know the facts as I scroll through these. And we'll end this with, not decel. Let's do somebody I haven't done before. I will say, God, I always show the same people. You guys need to stop getting all the same 3s. Randomman, let's go with you, bud. I'll say this, how the war transpired. It was really some funny stuff. Town Hall 9s at WBT, blazing. I mean, I woke up and we had nobody dipped. We had scouts for days. So it really was no excuse for us to fail. Our Town Hall 10v10 game just wasn't there. I failed hard. I failed really hard. Their bases were really good. Matic AS had really good bases. Really difficult when they're maxed out too. Anyway, so theirs did it. Their Town Hall 9, they needed like 3 dips or something like that. And I just found it very strange that they started scouting up early. They started scouting up on the bases on our Town Hall 10s early when their Town Hall 9s were really struggling. And then also, they just abandoned the double attempts on the 11. It was just really weird. But maybe they were just all that confident in their 10v10 game. Who knows? As we take a look down here of a Queen Walk Hobo. Or Go Hobo? Something like that. Really nice base recognition. Going to the far right on this. With that walk. Bowler staying on the outside a little bit. And then reroute back inward. Kind of unfortunate that they started to route downward, and then fortunate that they started to reroute back inwards. Has to use the queen ability here. That jump was, I mean, he got really close to that jump. Just that one little bit of that line of the jump onto the one tile was enough for them to get over on the corner. And then he has them walking down the channel, which takes away some more defensive structures, and then he's got, just sprinkle in the hogs and get the fuck out of here on the left side, and then drops a heel. I mean, just really overkill. It was really nice. He swags a skeleton. I like the fact that he brought a skeleton. It saves time. You can be really flexible with that skeleton spell, especially a max one. You can use it to combat time by dropping it over at the gold storage if you wanted to, or you could use it to distract should your attack not go according to plan. You can distract some defenses over there to try to help your flow of your attack. But he swags out a skeleton spell. Nice job. So in summation, after that rant, and my personal thoughts. GG to Matic, and tough loss for Team WBT. We should have been better on our 10v10 game. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.